LaraDiji is LinPRinP. I'm a Nigerian American lifestyle vlogger who loves living a peaceful life, and I love talking about situations we might find ourselves in that need peaceful endings. So today is a very special day in my life. November is it 8th or the 9th? 8th. November 8th, 2024. Over 10 years ago, I said I was going to lock my hair, do sister locks, but I've always been nervous. I've always been afraid. Am I ready for this type of commitment? But you know what? I have made that decision, and I made an appointment with this lady that I'm going to today to finally lock my hair. So today I've washed my hair. I washed my hair, and no product in it at all. That was her directions. And I'm going to be spending the whole day with her today, as she locks my hair. So I'm on the way right now. It's going to take me about 30 minutes to get there, so please join me on this journey as I get my sister locks. I'm not doing micro locks will be too much, so I'm doing sister locks today. So I can look nice, so that when we're done, I look a little bit put together. So all right, here I go. I believe it's been about 8 months now that I've locked my hair. So this is what it's looking like today. I put my hair up in sort of a bun. I put it up in sort of a bun at the top and let the rest down. And this is all my hair, no extensions, no attachments. And the only difference that I've noted is, from when it used to be frizzy. It used to be very frizzy and fine, but now even though it's still a little bit frizzy, but at least it's a little bit manageable. So this is what it's looking like right now. and I can style my hair kind of like how I used to style my hair when it was, you know, a bit fuller. Okay, this is just 2 strands. I actually connected the front part right here is very tiny, so I've always struggled with that, but I'm using three strands of hair. I've braided it up to look like this, and so far I've been there's a lot of advantages that I'm enjoying from having locked my hair. Advantage number 1 being, you know, I just get up and all I have to do is just spray it with water every other day. I try to spray it with water every other day, and so far that has kept, you know, kept everything nice and neat and hydrated. So that's one advantage. Another advantage is I don't have to do too much in the morning times compared to how we used to look like before. I'm not having you know, the highs and lows of having to figure out how I'm gonna, you know, how I'm going to take down my hair, the time, the stress is gonna take me to, you know, take down my hair, and then the stress of figuring out what style I'm going to do with my hair. You know, it has reduced a lot of time, you know, stressing about my hair. Because I remember one time, anytime I had to take down my hair, I would get into some sort of, I don't want to say depression, but that's what it is. Just sadness, you know, thinking about what to do with my hair, basically. So that time has reduced. I don't have to necessarily feel bad about taking down a nice hairstyle. And you know, not thinking about the next time I'm gonna have to put up a new hairstyle, or how much money I'm gonna spend on a new hairstyle. So far I've been that's another advantage. Another advantage is now I have time to style my daughter's hair. The time that that I don't need stressing on about my hair, I have, you know, invested that time in doing my daughter's hair. And my daughter also said she likes my hairstyle, and I've told her that when she's in college, she can also invest in, you know, doing her hair. Now, you know, she'll have a lot more flexibility in her scheduling, and she'll be able to get her hair styled this way as well. Another advantage is, you know, usually when you do your hair, when you get your hair done, or whatever style, wigs, box braids, cornrows, what else, whatever hairstyle that you decide to keep your hair in, at the end of the day you take that hair out, right? So that money that you've invested technically was wasted, you know what I mean, compared to the amount of money I used to style my hair and be able to keep my hair, right? To be able to keep my hair, I have to figure out what to do. I don't know if this is what you call bunching, but there's a part of my hair that's like sticking together, and it's a whole bunch. I feel like I need to take it out and make it a little bit thin. That's one disadvantage right there. Just think when it's, or maybe when I wash it, yes. I think when I wash it, it'll get looser, and I'll be able to pull it apart. There we go, that one right there. I'll be able to pull it apart and make it a little bit skinnier. But not all of them, just a couple of them do that. So far, I haven't been having any problems with my hair. Let me think of another advantage. So definitely the price. Another advantage, I can style my hair anyhow I want. Like I said, I can still do cornrows, I can do updos, advantages. I can put accessories in it. So far, yeah, I've been enjoying all those advantages. Now, disadvantages, let me see if I can think of any disadvantage. So the first disadvantage, like I said, is I'm still learning how to do my hair. I'm still learning how to manage my hair in terms of, retwisting it myself, right? I'm a very creative person. I love doing my hair. I love, learning how to take care of myself, learning how to do it myself. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to learning on my own. And thank God for YouTube. There's whatever you want to learn, you can learn. This is one of the thinnest hair on my head, and you can see that's one of the thinnest. The rest are averagely this wide. Okay, so disadvantage would be, I'm still about 8 months in. I don't know how to do the back myself, but I can try. I've been trying to retwist myself. So I'm trying to learn, how to do it the right way. Some do it some do the three rotation or something. Three rotations, some do 2 rotations. So I'm learning how to do that myself. And so far, I think I'm getting along. So one disadvantage is you are locked for well, not locked for life because you can still cut it, but this is a permanent solution. This is permanent. I know some people are getting even very creative in adding extensions to these to make it even longer. So that's an advantage right there. An advantage is, we are always still learning. If you want to make these longer, permanently or temporarily, it can be done. So that's an advantage. I can't think of any disadvantage. So maybe a disadvantage is, every so often, like I pay $75 every 6 weeks to 2 months to get my hair washed and retied. So a disadvantage would be, let's say, I don't know, 3 years down the line, 4 years down the line, you want to cut your hair. You can just imagine $75 times 12 months. I'll put how much is it on screen, times however how many years you've had it for. So let's say I've had my hair for 5 years, and you've been investing $75 every 6 months to every 6 weeks to every 6 weeks to 2 months, then you can kind of see how much you'll be literally chopping off. Or if you don't want to chop it off, even though this is a permanent hairstyle, you can still some sort of take them out. All right, you know what? I don't think I have any disadvantage to tell you guys on locking your hair. There's the possibilities are endless. I can't wait to try putting in accessories. There are accessories now that you can, that people are coming up with that you can put in your locks. Just a couple of strands here and there that you can put in to make them look cute. Not permanent, can be taken down. And so far I've just been enjoying my rocking my locks. The decision came eventually after 10 years of managing my hair. Before we moved to Texas, I've always wanted to either lock my hair or cut my hair. So I did the cutting, and then later on I was like, you know what, it's time to lock my hair. And I was so scared because it was such a permanent solution. I was so nervous, but by the time I made that decision, I was ready. Like, I knew I was ready, no going back. I knew once this was done, there was no going back. So far I've been enjoying it. If you're thinking of locking your hair, just make sure you write down all the advantages and disadvantages of what's happening with your hair right now. And then research, go on YouTube, go on TikTok, and check out those communities that have that hair's locked, and you know, trust me, it will not be long before you make the decision to lock your hair. I mean, it makes you look, I mean, very natural, you know, natural. It's yours, you know, very natural, and you get to keep your hair, you get to manage your hair better. So yeah, definitely lots of advantages. I think I'm going to stop right here, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming back. I'm going to be pivoting into a different kind of content coming very soon, if not this year. And I'll probably start maybe in 2026 because it's been a rocky year. There's so many things happening right now. So hopefully by the year 2026, or if God gives me strength, I'm going to start, you know, pivoting into a new area before the end of this year. So definitely tune in. Definitely stay tuned to this channel. Don't unsubscribe yet, because I can guarantee you there's going to be a change coming very soon. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Like I always say at the end of my videos, let's continue to love our neighbors as ourselves, and remember to rest in peace. We all need to be living in peace. Stay blessed. Bye. You see me in my next one. See me in my next one. See me in my next one. You see me in my next one. Bye.